Hi guys, okay, there's a reason why I'm doing this video in English, and this is a very bad English, so sorry for that one. Um, well, today I'm gonna see Homecoming, and yes, I'm doing this review on Finnish, of course, but this video is particularly meant to be to tribute and honor one of my personal idols and favorites in YouTube, to John Awesome, aka Nostalgia Critic, aka Doc Walker. Um, 10 years has been, flown out for this with this character, and it's been a nice traveling with this, this character, and it was about 2007 when I got discovered by YouTube. I never knew what the fuck was YouTube until I saw some girl watching a music video there. I was like, oh god, this is incredible. Wow, this is new for me. And I started to watch YouTube videos, and I found literally my favorites. Of course, they're for Finnish funny videos and some music videos I started to watch, and then I started to watch clips from movies and stuff, and then I started thinking, will there be movie reviews about movies? And I started to watch some of them, and I got noticed for Ebert and Cisco from there, and I learned that yeah, they're one of my favorites, of course. Especially Ebert, he really knows about movies. Yes, and then I got noticed. A movie review about Masters of the Universe, aka the He-Man movie, and this guy was called Nostalgia Critic on the video. I started to watch the video and I laughed. I enjoyed the video. It was really funny. The review was very funny. I love the jokes there. I started thinking, does this guy have any other videos? And I started to watch. Yeah, he has done the Power Rangers movie and the Flintstones. And since that day, I started to notice this guy is something special for me and all the other ones. And so I started watching his videos when they come on, like on Wednesdays, here in Finland, of course. And I never ever liked anyone's videos more than his. Um, it's been a great journey to get noticed on Doc's videos, and I mean, every single Tuesday for this day to this date is a one of those days that I know there's going to be a new video coming out, and I just cannot say any more or less how much fun I'm having with these videos. And okay, last night they released the top 5 best nostalgia break episodes, and the episodes were the Stephen King's It. Um, what was there? Let's see. Oh, the Batman and Robin was there. Then there was the Moulin Rouge one. What was the second one? Damn it, I forgot. But the number one was The Room, which I have to say it's my favorites too, because before I even knew about anything about The Room, I saw the review, I read the reviews, and read about something about the movie, and I really want that book, Disaster Artist, because it will be on my shelf. Um, it's a it and until today I have watched the movie like 2 times, and I have to say it's really fucking funny. It's one of the best worst movies ever seen. And but the initial thought about NC and his group is not just to review the films, but to analyze it through some sketches and some parts of the movie, what are meaningful or not meaningful, of course. And sometimes when I watch his reviews, I get my own suspicions that this movie cannot be this bad. And last night he reviewed the review had come out. It was Norm of the North, and almost wanted to start to watch the movie, and I watched the movie like about 3 times on the beginning and never get through. I was like, no, this movie is not for me. And I saw the review, and yeah, it's kind of a bad movie, but I don't see it too as a, this one of the worst films ever made. Um, and by his account, he has made a lot of great videos, and my favorites, there are a lot of count, but my favorites are Felix the Cat the movie review. I every single time I say I just fucking laugh at that joke, those jokes and his screamings. Moulin Rouge is my all-time, probably one of my all-time favorites of his, because it's the musical version, and the songs are really good, and the cameos are just fucking awesome, and just it just really cracks me up every time. I also like the Mad Max Fury Road review. That's the blast. I mean, I had a blast with that episode. I watched it all the way through like 10 times. I just fucking love it. I like the Haunted Mansion version, of course. I mean, the Haunted Mansion review is also funny. And some of those that I just really understand why this is so bad. I mean, the Fantastic Four 2015 edition, it's so fucking horrible, people. I don't like that movie at fucking all. It's so goddamn awful. It's one of the most boring films I've ever seen, and it's so terrible. And the way Nostalgia Critic and the group, review it, they made it clear that this movie is not perfect. And yeah, sub-director abuses, and of course for the group and stuff, the filmmakers, yeah, it's kind of a bad movie. It's kind of a bad movie, and I freaking love when every time he does these top 10 videos. I like those. I'm sorry, top 11. It's his stick, and you know it's really enjoyable to have this kind of idol. And it was one time when I got really sad. I mean, to be give my own story about YouTube is very it's my personal things I have to say, because I like movies. I like fucking like a I fucking love movies. It's great. Movies are not just my life, but they're my hobbies. I like to watch movies, analyze them, talk about them with people, and just say how important one film is to me, or how fucking awful some movies are me, or some movies are okay on average. And I don't know how it became, but I think Doug Walker really started this thing to me. And of course, it was about 2009 when I released my review on Twilight films. It was really like this kind of video, and it got a lot. It got a lot of hits. I did it on English also, and I just, well, holy shit. And then I just kind of left over and never did any reviews. And then I just started to think, hey, what the hell? What the fuck I'm doing? I want to do YouTube videos, and I was on a level of getting depressed on one occasion, and that was my hardest parts in my life. I mean, I got hoard. I hoarded a lot of stuff in my apartment. My bedroom was full of stuff. It was so goddamn awful, and I didn't like my work, what I was doing to be personal, and I just slept on my living room. I was like, this is not my life, and it was past like what, 2012, 13, 14. I don't remember those years quite badly. And I just like, no, my life is not very good right now. So it was like around 2014 when I just said to myself, hey, I just want to do some YouTube videos. And I started to do YouTube videos, and I felt great after that. But it was at the time when I was depressed, and I was not on my best when I was doing those videos. And I remember when I see those videos, I see that angle when I was in my sort of bedroom, living room. I was like, no, those aren't my videos anymore. So I just started to watch NC's videos a lot of daily. I watch every single episode, and it's they really saved me. They really fucking saved my life. And I started my new channel, this channel, and I review films to date and do some other videos, of course. And I mean, there's some kind of magical point of view for this one. I mean, reviewing films and talking about movies is my new thing. I like to make movies. We make short films with my friends, and I have to say they are not masterpieces. I mean, there are just like shoestring budgets, and they just stay on that level. But my biggest inspiration for myself is to be a filmmaker. I want to be a filmmaker. I like fucking movies, and I just want to watch and make a movie, with people. And there's just one point that I just want to say about me. And when I watch a movie, I never get this kind of level that will I hate the movie or will I say it's a bad movie. And if I ever said something wrong about movies, this is my opinion for that matter. Um, Today's movies are some kind of average point. There's no perfect movie in the world. There's no perfect movie. I mean, if there's perfect movie, tell me what the fuck it is. My personal favorite of perfect films are Leon and aka The Professional, which is a very good movie. I mean, Luc Besson's one of the masterpieces since The Fifth Element, and that's a perfect film. And when I see docs reviews on films, whatever it is. I mean, especially like let's say what was the review that I really kind of like it too. Okay, for Suicide Squad, when I saw that review, I was like, yeah, that's kind of a point. Why this movie was supposed to be existed, but it didn't exist the way we see it. I mean, the trailer was fucking awesome, but the movie was so fucking slow. And that's the studio things. And every time when I see Doc's videos, whatever I'm watching, I see new point of view what he has done, and I just kind of stop thinking myself, why did I do this? Sorry. Why do I analyze films? That was how to say. I just like to do that. I mean, it just happens, and I think through Dog and Roger Ebert, I started to do these things, and I just, yeah, I like to do that, because movies can be analyzed, not just to watch. And there are people who are saying, that oh my god, that movie was so piece of shit, and I mean, there are no people who are saying that this movie is perfect, and they're not telling the reasons why. I have known for this one guy. I don't mention his name. He's from Finland, and he's doing videos for YouTube, of course. And he's analyzing movies too and giving his own personal touch why they're good. And those are the kind of persons I do like when watching movies. And for Red Letter Media, which is I think one of the funniest channels to date in YouTube history, I have to say I never have laughed this consistent than they are. And they are just talking about movies. They're not just reviewing the films; they're talking about the movie what they have watched, and they're watching bad movies, but they're also watching the to date movies, and their analyses are just perfect. I mean, they're just like they're just talking about movies, and I like to talk about movies with people and do my own personal touch. But there are just some people who are just saying it, your point of view is wrong. This movie is so bad. I didn't like it. But it's the opinion matter. You don't have to say for a movie that's a piece of shit. I mean, if you want to see like, okay, let's just say Iron Man 2008 film was awesome. It's still one of my favorite Marvel movies, and to date, my favorite Marvel movie has always been Captain America's Winter Soldier because it is exciting, funny, it has good thriller aspect, and it's really, really good film. And I just still love the, I fucking love that movie. And since I saw Doc's review about in this December about Winter Soldier, I started to notice some things. I don't think Marvel is getting too much, I mean, how do I say this one so correctly? Um, Whenever I watch Doc's reviews on, let's just say current films, the way he talks about those films is his opinion, but he never gives this movie their. He never trashes the movie. When he is not as a critic, he trashes the shit out of some movies, but it's for entertainment quality. And I'm not a character. I don't create characters, and I don't want to create a character. I am my own self character, as the way some people may see me. But here's the point. Um, when I review films for you guys, I don't just tell why the movie is horrible or disgusting or violating or whatever. I just open up and say movies are just more than those experiences that you're seeing on screen on or TV or whatever. And for Nostalgia Critic, aka Doc Walker, I have to say that through his genius findings in movies is just was been a blast. And for in 2007, since I saw his first videos, I was like, man, this guy's funny. But when you got to notice what kind of human is Doc Walker, he is kind, he is funny in real life, of course, and he loves his job. And when this day comes out when he says I'm through, I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna say, yeah, go on, just go away. No, I'm okay with that because there are times when people are getting doing some other jobs, and of course we have to stop and stuff. Yes, and I mean I'm a huge fan of Nostalgia Critic, and since every day when I watch his videos, I just learn new things. And but the best part for Nostalgia Critic is to make entertaining videos for people, not just to say this movie is so bad you have to see it, because that is his goal, to make people watch bad movies in order to analyze them some other ways. And when it comes to his ways to review certain 90s kids or family films and animated films, of course, it's just so funny. And nowadays he's reviewing those new films, which I am okay with that because it is his way, to kind of change his character to the new generation, which is, for my opinion, one of the best journeys he has ever done. And those are the videos that I just kind of like more than those old ones. But there are a few old ones that I just really fucking like. They are just so hilariously bad. I mean, reviews, of course, about movies. Sorry, not just the reviews are bad. Just for movies that are bad, for the review's sake. Um, I just have to say before this video ends, thank you, Doug Walker and Rob Walker. You two are my favorites, and for the group, Tamra, Malcolm, and not to forget Marty, Jim, Walter, all the other ones, who I forgot to mention. You are my favorites. Always be my favorites, and for Doc, this is my special message to you. I have never ever been this happy in my life. I mean, I like movies, as you can know, right now. And I've never ever seen a movie that makes me angry or hate movie or just say, I don't like this movie. Through your eyes and voice and visions and your character's motivations and yourself, through those things I have started watching movies as a experiment, not just a movie, an experiment. And you just don't want to watch a movie say it's a piece of shit or it's awesome. You have to know what you're watching and see those things that you're just like, I didn't see that one coming. I want to see it why it's important that in that way. I mean, thank you, man. You really gave my life a blessing. And whenever I do a video on YouTube, I always remember those times when I started to think, why did I become a YouTuber who review movies? It's because of you. I don't never want to do a movie reviews of in English because some people will say my English is bad, and it is bad. It's really really bad. But through the same camera, it's also very awful. But when I do movies in Finnish, I just make my honest opinions, and I don't just trash the film. I say my opinions all the way through, and just say. And whenever I do videos, I never just say the movie is why it is. I'm doing my positives and negative opinions, of course, because I think that's the most important part of the film. Say the experience, what kind of experience I was having when I watched the film. That's that. So I'm off now. About 8:30 at night. I'm gonna see. I mean evening. I'm gonna see Spider-Man: Homecoming, which is my expected movie this year since Baby Driver, and I just hope this movie is awesome. I mean, I've been a huge Spider-Man fan since 19s, and it's my hero. So let's hope this one is also better than Spider-Man 2, and that's about it. So yeah, that's about it. That was that, and I'll see you guys. I don't know, at night maybe. So that's about it. Take care. Sorry, that was dogs. I just say bye.